Hello and welcome to another episode of the Metacall from 60cards.com. I believe we are on episode 4. This is just a simple 8-man. I'm going to try to show a few of the games through this, depending on how far I get. I just beat round 1. This is game 3, though, of this. This is against Polymorph. I'm playing Vengevine, Fauna, Naya, whatever the heck you want to call it. But anyways, this is against Sandy Dog MTG, pretty darn good MTGO player. Really, game 1, I just got flooded. He polymorphed me out. Game 2, I laid Spark Mage. He pretty much just conceded. And then this is game 3. Looked like it could have been a good, solid match, but I just had a pretty nutty hand. I lacked red mana, though, and it kind of hurt me. You'll see here, but we'll get through the first couple turns, and then I'll talk about some of the plays here in a second. Vengevine Naya is pretty insane. Fauna Shaman, left untouched, and against Polymorph, it's often left untouched, other than some bounce spells. But I was thinking a counter would be here, but I wasn't too worried because I had another Fauna backup, and what else am I going to do? I also like playing the fetch land. I know it's good, but he's got colorless creatures and stuff, so I just lay it down to get rid of the come into play tapped. So he did not have a counter. I got lucky. He's coming out normal. They don't do anything really early on. I cast another Fauna there instead of the Vengevine. Because I know he doesn't have removal, and you can ditch 2 Vengevines a turn and just finish the game. And that was kind of my plan here. I really wanted to fetch up a couple Vengevines, ditch them, and play Bloodbraid, but as you'll see, I never even see red mana. But that's okay. This deck has so many ways to win. Even like the Fauna Shaman, I can start attacking for 4 a turn. So ditch the Vengevine, grab a Vengevine. I did that. I would have grabbed a Spark Mage probably against him, but I do not have red, so I'm not going to risk it. I know Vengevine beats. I don't care if he gets countered because he still goes to the graveyard, and I can cast him for free after. But I cast a Vengevine here, swing for 8, or I'd stay back with 1 Fauna. I was planning on ditching Bloodbraid, but he actually bounced it and helped me out there. So we just sit on it. Always sit on path too against Polymorph. So I left Noble up. Probably should have left a land up, preferably, but I top decked a creature there, and without that, I wouldn't have been able to recur the other Vengevine. So I'm casting a Vengevine. If it got countered, it wouldn't matter. He'd come right back. Well, he couldn't counter. He's got 1 blue up, but as you can see, without Fauna Shaman, I would not have had this nut draw or these cards in my hand at all. So, that's right there. From a terrible hand that couldn't even cast Bloodbraid Elf. It wasn't a terrible hand, but, it wasn't ideal. You really need every color mana in Naya, and that's its only problem is its mana base, but I just believe it's not fixable, so you just kind of have to deal with it. That's the only thing I don't like, because it's really not that consistent. I really thought I'd lose this match based on my opening hand game 1. I had no land, then I mulligan. I hit 5 land and a Noble Hierarch and proceed to draw into a Noble of Birds and like 5 more land. But anyways, he bounces. I think he just concedes here, so he sees what he gets. But yeah, Vengevine Naya, that's just how it works. It's pretty amazing with Fauna Shaman. And I really believe it's well placed in the metagame right now. The control decks, the speed that you can come out with, they really can't beat. You gotta play around Day of Judgment, and that's about it. Vengevine is like the ultimate counter to that, but there is Condemn and Path around, which is a little bit of a bummer for us green mages, but Bloodbraid Belf still comes back. It's got a lot of answers to just every deck. Even mono red, probably, maybe its worst matchup. Basilisk color helps a lot. Extra things can be sided in. I'm siding, well, Actually, I'll put my deck list up and you can see what I'm running here. I really like a lot of evasion in this, so you didn't see it there because it just the Vengevine and the Fauna beatdown. But anyways, hopefully my next match will go well, and I'll post a video from that one too.